from Dean Holmes. And he says, hello, here from Minnesota. Thank you for participating in this event. I'm curious, in season 1, Barry wore a KIA bracelet that reads PFC Jack Gootson, Psalm 911, Semper Fidelis. Can you explain the story behind that and why he stopped wearing it? Love you and your work, Bill.
Oh, thanks. So that bracelet was for a buddy of his that died in Afghanistan that we were actually going to make part of the show. And then we end up having the Chris character come in, and that character kind of took the place of that. Initially you were going to see in flashbacks that character. And then he stopped wearing it. I felt as playing the character because of what he did to Chris. He killed a guy that he served with because the guy found out that he was a hitman, and that was like a little subtle way of being like, I don't deserve. He's in season 2 he's trying to better himself, but he doesn't. He knows that he doesn't deserve to wear that. There's just a part of him that has too much guilt to look down at that bracelet again. And that was a thing that we were like, do we put that in there? Do we write a scene or whatever? And I kind of like that. It's like your question is like, you notice it and then it's gone, and maybe you can, that was my reasoning behind it, but other people can see it and make what they will of it. But that was as the guy playing it, that was what I thought. Yeah. And we had that bracelet, at the beginning of season 2, and I went out to Alec Berg. I go, would he still be wearing this? And we both were like, oh, no. He's kind of, he's really, fucked up. So yeah, you can't do it. Yeah.
Well, it's almost like an unintentional Easter egg in that regard, because you didn't expect, which actually kind of works because viewers like Dean pick up on that, and it's something that just kind of, makes it more subtly interesting that wasn't.
I love that. Yeah. And I love that HBO allowed us to do that, because they picked it up. Amy Gravitt, who is our executive at HBO, and she runs comedy over there. She was in the Navy, and so she picked it up. I remember she was like, "Where's this KIA bracelet?" I was like, and I explained to her. She's like, "Oh, it's great." And so she was like, yeah. So I'm glad that he caught that, because that was a thing that you try and you do it and you go, and there's a lot of those in the show where you go, maybe they'll see it or they won't, but it's intentional,
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. That's some good insight into Barry. Another one